Hi, this is Max. I am back with another CSR2 video. This time it is the BAC Mono. I am showing you the setup I used in live, which I was able to easily beat people in the lobby that I was in. This car runs at a 12.1 at its best performance. And what parts am I using? Well, that's the simple part. I'm using stage 5 trans and stage 3 tires. Now, I've been pretty lucky with fusions in that I got tire fusions and transfusions more than any other fusion of this car. Now, this car's fusions doesn't come until just a few seasons ago when it was released. Since then, I pulled some from crates. I pulled one or two cars from when we did the Gold Cup. Rather than getting the car I wanted, I pulled a BAC Mono instead. So, between stripping and doing other things, I managed to get enough fusion to kind of fill out trans and tire, and partially fill out some of the other stuff. Now, what happens with this car is, despite the fact that I'm running only stage 5 trans and stage 3 tire, when tuned, it does a massively high EVO of 1651. That puts you at a 12.116 dyno. Now, the car will run that, and it's very easy to drive. Launch perfect, shift deep good to perfect, and once you get to the top gear, just watch it run down the rest of the track. Reminds me of the Nissan GTR, except it doesn't have that frantic urgency to the way it shifts. It's actually very mellow in the way it shifts. The other thing is that this car lobbies very well against other opponents. In most cases, when you get into a lobby, if you're facing cars like the NSX, you pretty much don't have much of a chance, because that car, much like this one, gets a nice advantage in lobby in that it basically gets lobbied almost like it's 2/10 slower, and then it can run under dyno by another 2/10. So most NSXs I face in a particular lobby tend to run 3/10 to 4/10 under the lobby average. Same is true of the BAC Mono when set up this way that I have it. Without playing with the EVO, you can beat most NSXs in that lobby. Now, this won't last forever. Obviously, if you win and win and win, you get bumped up just like anything else. However, there's another trick with this car that I've discovered, which makes it even more of a monster, and that is that it too does a grip down tune, much like some of the other cars I play with, and it is almost as massive a down tune as I was able to get with a full stage 5 Koenigsegg 1.1. Watch this. You just went from 12.1 to a 13.0, but as we know, with grip-induced down tunes, whether it's a glitch or not, I don't know if it's a glitch in their programming, I really don't care, not all cars do it, but many cars do it. And one interesting thing is that every Ferrari can do this. So maybe A&M needs to tweak their programming a bit. I do notice that they've gotten better with the newer cars. Most of them you cannot play with this trick anymore, but not all new cars. Some of the new ones you can still do it. Regardless, back to the discussion at hand. I am now in the 13-second lobby with a 13-second car that can run 12.1. So I can just kind of look at anybody in the lobby and go, well, even if you're down-tuned, are you down-tuned to beat the lobby by quite a few seconds and still make RP? Probably not. This car is still over 1,000 EVO, which means I make full RP while beating dyno by a really high amount for some car that is not running a negative 999 tune. And again, without nitrous, I don't have to worry about the extra button. I basically shift and run the car, and I'm good. Okay, now I'm going to slow down a bit. Slow down. Let's see what this guy actually ran. I think he's probably a 13.1. See, he's right on the lobby margin, somewhere in the 13-second lobby. Don't forget, we dyno at 13.05, so you're already at the top of that lobby, which gives you an advantage. And you can still run way under it, which gives you a further advantage. Again, I don't think you even need to do this. At full EVO, the car already wins. So it's just an option. This is why I love this car. When I first got it, I kind of was thinking, I'll never get enough fusions for this thing. I'm just going to leave it be. Before I even got any epic fusions for the Trans, the car was already up to 1200 plus Evo just with this setup. And I always start all my cars with the TNT setup as the primary setup to tune off of before I play with other setups. So I kind of discovered this high Evo situation with this car, and that turned me on to the idea that this car is probably pretty good. Now, it may take me another year to actually get the rest of the parts and the fusions for it, so I didn't look into a more advanced build. What I'd rather do is find a build where it's winning, where it's making good RP points, and keeping life easy for me. It becomes a good car to use when you're just trying something different. And without the nitrous installed, it makes life easier. I don't have to worry about a nitrous button after I launch it. Again, it does do a 0 RPM drop. Even at max Evo tune, if you put it right on perfect, it'll do a 0 RPM drop, which kind of sucks. If you launch it slightly off of perfect, slightly, very slightly late, or like a late perfect, it'll run its best time. It won't just outright beat dyno, but as you can see, I could beat dyno if I really wanted to. Great car. Having a lot of fun with it. I've used it quite a bit, and I really enjoy it. And I hope that you will as well give this car a little bit of love, because it is a very good car. As you can see, I didn't even finish upgrading from stage 4 to 5. Once I found the setup and the tune, I said, you know what, I'm not wasting another 2 million on this car. I'm just going to leave it the way it is and use it that way. And that's how I do most cars. I've already put about 200 miles on it, considering I basically don't drive that much a day, and I have about 18-19 different cars I drive in live. That's a decent amount of mileage for a car that I just got a few seasons ago. So I hope you liked the video. I hope this was helpful to whoever is looking into the BAC Mono. If I start seeing a lot more of you guys with BAC Monos in the lobbies that I hang out with this car, I would hope that it's running because my tune and my setup was something that helped you out. If you can find a better tune and beat me, that's even better. Do share. I don't believe in secret tunes. I don't believe in holding secrets. None of this stuff is all that special. It's a game. We're here to have fun. Share the knowledge. Anyway, if you liked the video, leave a like. Feel free to comment, ask me questions, and please subscribe to the channel so when I put new videos up, you get notifications. Thank you for watching, and I'll find you and hopefully race with you in live lobby.